If you're new to trucking or warehouse work, you may have not worked with these before. These are called E-Tracks. Why that is, I don't know. But this is an E-Track strap. And what you do is generally a pallet, which I believe is 40 by 48, usually stacked side by side or turn one and stick it that way, and so you get a really tight fit. The inside of a reefer truck can be slightly smaller because these are padded walls with insulation. So the first thing you do when you are about to use a strap is you check for the load limit. If it doesn't have that, it's best not to guess. I would say throw it away, of course, because that could be a safety thing, but a lot of people won't. And the second thing to check for is any rips or tears that you have. That could be dangerous if a load shifts and somebody's going to unload it and there's a tear and it rips and falls on. Probably pretty rare, but it can happen. And also it can damage your goods that you're shipping if this rips during transportation and everything just goes on the floor, and if it's breakable, break, say like jar of pickles in the reefer or something like that, because this is an old reefer unit. In order to use these, you have to hook them into here, and I'll show you how to do that. Totally unroll it, and it does break down into two pieces. I'm gonna do the best I can here with one hand. Ideally, I'd have a tripod and show you with both my hands, but I don't have that on me. So you're gonna have one smaller piece, it's generally the smaller one, and this has the handle on it. And then the other side is just the rest of it with the attachment here. Ideally, you're gonna want one on the top and one on the bottom once you get a pallet or whatever it is you're hauling up against the wall. And there are two ways to do this. You pull this latch, push it down here, and go up that way. And that gets it stuck right there. I wouldn't advise doing it that way. I'd advise putting this on the top, because if you have anything that shifts and you're pulling down, it's actually putting pressure on this, when ideally you just want to put pressure on the main piece of metal itself. So we get that off, pull that right there, slip that up, and then push down. And then it will latch. That way if something falls, your load shifts, and it's pulling down, then it's only putting pressure right here, not on anything that is movable. They'll just last a lot longer that way. Then you go to the other side and do the same thing with that one. You don't have to get it exact on this, just enough to push. Say you had a load right here, you'd want it to be pushing slightly on this, so then it will tighten up against the wall or any other pallets that may be behind it. Since I put these on the wrong side, this is the passenger side and that is the driver's side, this is facing in, which would make it crank down this way, and you can't be doing that if there's a pallet right here. This will get in your way. You actually want it flipped this way, so we're gonna swap that side with that side. The sides are swapped, and that is what you want. You want this piece to face you so you can ratchet it towards yourself and it doesn't hit anything that's behind it. You then get this piece totally straight. Again, sorry for the weird angle, I've only got two hands. And you want to feed this part through here. You feed it through here, and you don't want it to get inside here. Just push it through and pull till it's mostly tight. How you want it is like that, completely straight. And to ratchet it, take up almost all the slack. You don't want it super tight because you want to have some to be able to wrap around. Then you pull here and just do this, and as you can see, it will start turning here. And you don't want to hear any crunching from the wall or anything. That would be bad. You want to get a couple turns out of this. If you get it all the way turned as far as you can go and there's still slack, then you've had way too much slack initially, and you want to undo this and back it all out. And the way you do that is you push here, pull here, and push it all the way until it's about as straight as you can get it. And then continue pulling on those and just pull the opposite way, and this will rotate through. A lot of times when you get these will already be fed through, but I wanted to give that example in case you get it in two pieces. We got it mostly tight. There we go, pretty tight. And of course my ladder is now trapped because this is going through it, but that is how you do that. And then of course secure it like this. And when you're going to undo it and it won't pull up, you have to press here, pull there, and then go all the way back, and that will release the pressure. You can then slide it off. This here is what it'll look like. Hopefully you don't have a ladder that it's going in between, because that is now stuck and I've got to undo it. And don't mess with these while it's tight. I have done this, and I don't know why, is when it's tight, you push this, and if you can't get it off, it could fling and hurt you. That'll just cause some injury. Please don't do that. You want to take it off from here, pull it, get some of the slack off. It's loose. And you come here and just remove it. And that is how you use an E-Track strap. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helped somebody.